Hi everyone, Sara Snelten, Star Director of Watson Wax Family of Teams. So if you are watching this video, it is because you want to learn how to make these cute little stickers. I've made a bunch of them in the past. I prefer to make my own. I know that you can go on Etsy and buy some from different small businesses, which is totally fine, but you wouldn't be here watching this if you weren't interested in making your own. So you'll need a color printer, you'll need white sticker paper, your Cricut, and then really just design space, Cricut design space. So let's get started. I am gonna just flip this around here and just kind of show you my canvas and how I make my own stickers. So you'll start by going to Google, you'll get whatever image you want. This particular project, we are going to be making stickers that say Happy Mail on them. So super cute. You can add them to any of your packages. I'm just gonna do like a really quick review of this. If you are in my the Watson Wax Family of Teams page, there's like a much more elaborate, drawn out explanation, but let's get started. So I went ahead and grabbed an image off of Google. So I'm just gonna go down here. I have a blank canvas ready. I'm just gonna go down here to upload. I'm gonna upload an image, browse, and I'm just gonna grab the image that we want to make today. So here's my image here on the side. I'm gonna hit simple just because there's a bunch of stuff going on in the background and I wanna make turning this into a transparent image in the background as easy as possible. So hit that, do continue. Up in the upper left-hand corner is a little magic wand. If you click on the space here, it will get rid of the background completely, which is pretty neat. Then there's other little spaces in here that I want to be transparent within the letters. So I'm just gonna go ahead, let me zoom this in so you can see it a little bit better. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of the white space there so it is also transparent. I'm gonna leave this here with color on it because that's how I want it to print. Now that I'm done with that, I'll hit continue. Super important, you wanna make sure that you're saving the print then cut image. So here it is here. You can name it whatever you want. For this purpose, I'm just gonna name it Happy Meal and hit upload. Grab it from down here. As you can see, I've done this a couple times. Grab it from down here and insert image. It's automatically gonna come up at whatever size Cricut thinks. So this one's at 1.8 by 2.6. That's an okay size for me. I might just take it down a little bit smaller because I want to fit as many onto a sheet as possible. So the next part is to take this image and give it kind of the funky background that tells Cricut where to cut. So select your image and up at the top, there is this new feature called offset. Your offset you're gonna see is this line here. It starts to put a little line around it. Let me increase the image so you can see what we're looking at here. Go over to the side. Up. And now you can see this. So I'm gonna click on this, right? I'll hit the offset button. You'll see it's gonna put this line around the outside of it here, this light blue line. I'm just gonna take it down a little bit. I want it to be a little bit closer to my image so there's not quite as much white space around it. And then I'm just gonna hit apply. It's gonna turn the background black, which is okay for now, but just because I want to be able to see what I'm doing when I move this, when I make duplicates of it, I will turn it white. But these lines on the outside here are telling Cricut this is what we want you to cut the outside of. So I'm just going to go up here underneath operation where it says print then cut, and I'm just going to change it to white. It looks like that outline disappears, but it doesn't, and I'll be able to show you that in just a minute. So this is super important. You want to select both the offset and the image. And in the bottom right-hand corner is a feature called flatten. So flatten your image. If you don't do that, nothing is going to line up when you go to print it and be able to cut the sticker. So you have to flatten it. The next thing you want to do is go over to your shapes. And this is just kind of like a little cheating technique, but it allows me to kind of get an idea of the workspace that I have. If you hit the unlock button on your square, it'll allow you to make this whatever size you need it to be. Or you can go up to the top and manually change it. I want mine to be 6.1 by 8.5, and I'll have to zoom out here so you guys can see it. And then I'll just lock it again so that way my image stays, or my box stays the size that I'm making it. So I'm gonna go back up here, and my image is hidden back there. So if you just right click, send to back, now you can see very clearly there is the outline of the image that we want, or of the sticker we want to make. So I'm just gonna kind of decrease the size a little bit and put as many of these as I can, make it a little bit bigger, maybe like a 2-inch sticker. So I'm gonna make it as big as I can. And then you're just gonna go and right click, and you can hit duplicate there, and it'll just make a copy of it. Or in the upper right hand corner, there's another button called duplicate, and you can continue to make copies of that. And it's super important that when you're putting these on the page that you're not overlapping them. If you overlap them, it will not cut properly. So I'm just gonna take these all together, minimize them a little bit, okay? And then again, I'm just gonna do duplicate, and it's gonna give me 3 more. So I'm just gonna fill this up until I have all the stickers I want on the sheet. And then once I'm happy with as many as I've gotten on there, I will hide that black box. You have to make sure that you hide the black box. By doing that, all you have to do is, or in order to do that, all you have to do is click on the black box, and in the bottom right-hand side where your square is at, just click that little eyeball and it's gonna hide it. So I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here. Also, another super important piece. Select everything. You can either drag your mouse over it and do it, or you can do Control A and it will grab all of them. But next you have to attach it. In the bottom right-hand corner is the attach feature. It's the little paper clip. Just click the attach button, and now you'll see that they are all together in one thing. So when I go to print these, I'm going to be in charge of how they lay out on my sheet. So we have that. Now that this part is done, we are ready to start making our stickers. So on the upper right-hand side, you're just gonna click Make It. This is going to organize everything out onto a sheet of paper. This black line is exactly why it's important to be using white paper, sticker paper. It'll allow you to print in color, and then those lines are kind of a guide for your Cricut to know what it's supposed to do and where it's supposed to cut. So I'm happy with how this all looks. It's perfect. I'm gonna hit continue, and then the button that says send to printer. It's telling me my printer here. I'm gonna do 1 copy for the moment. I like to leave the bleed on, so that little toggle switch there that says add bleed, I like to keep that on. If I remove it, it's going to remove that black box, and I don't want that. The other thing I'm gonna do is hit the use system dialog button. So this is like an extra step, a feature, an extra step to printing. Once you hit print, you're gonna find out that your printer settings come up. And this is just a place where you wanna make sure that you have the right printer selected. There's nothing really extra to do here. If you want to turn the quality feature to high so that you get the best possible print, that's okay too. And then you're just going to hit print. So I'm going to not go through with that portion there because I've already printed what I needed. So I have mine here, right? And the next thing we're going to do is load it into the printer or into your Cricut. So what you want to do is just then take your sheet, and as perfectly as possible, you want to go ahead and line up your corners so that when you put it on here, it's straight and it makes it easier for your machine to read it. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm trying to do this one-handed. I'm just going to go ahead and apply some pressure there, line it up into my machine so that it's under there. And then now you will hit the flashing arrow button, which will feed your paper into the printer. So this particular design has actually already been cut out, but the next step you would do is to just hit the flashing C button. And so I'm going to cancel this before we get any further. But so then once you do that, Cricut will go through, you're going to see a light turn on between the 2 housing units, and that's just reading the paper. It's going to go through, it's going to scan it, it's going to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be, and then go through, it will go through and it will perfectly cut out the outline, the offset that you created on your sticker. So I'm going to show you, again, I already did this through our live video, but peel your sticker sheet off here. You can come right here and peel off your sticker that has been perfectly outlined for you. I'm gonna take that one off there and you'll see, voila, now we have our stickers. So it's actually a super easy process. It feels a little overwhelming. My suggestion would be to like stop what you're doing, watch this video, pause it when you need to, and go through and take yourself through the steps. And of course, if you need any help, you can always reach out to myself or any of the other directors or team members who have successfully cut out their own stickers. Super exciting. I will have in the comments, I will have the different types of sticker paper that I use. I'm specifically using the Cricut Maker, but it also works with the Cricut Explorer. And yeah, so I'm super excited. I can't wait. Please leave us a comment if you successfully print your own stickers. And I cannot wait for you guys to all get creating. Thanks.